I'm Craig Lee.
I'm Rob McGee.
And this is Real Talk with Rob and Craig. It is Thursday, the 14th of January, 2021. And today got a great little show for you.
Yeah.
Rob thought of this.
Well, we get asked all the time, as you know.
All the time.
People are refinancing a lot, and we compiled some of the questions that we get asked and some of the reasons that people are delaying refinancing even when they should be. So Craig is going to ask me some of those questions that we get asked, and then I'm going to answer them for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds exciting.
It is.
I haven't refinanced because I've heard it's just way too expensive.
Well, I'm glad to tell you. You know what? Some companies might be way too expensive, but here we charge no origination fee. In general, the closing costs, if your loan is of the average amount, about $300,000 is what we're seeing a lot right now.
Mm-hmm.
If your loan amount is roughly that amount, you're going to pay about 1% in closing costs. And it is something that can be built into the loan for you. So the costs are not...
Don't go too far.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to spend a bunch of money out of pocket.
Oh.
Is that possible?
It is possible. We will roll, the only expense that you will have out of pocket is if an appraisal is required on your refinance. That gets paid up front because the appraisers insist on that. However, everything else can be rolled into the loan balance for you, so you come to the closing table with nothing.
Wow. That's no money at all.
That's what I mean.
You got to have a pin because you got to sign for it.
Well, yeah, they'll probably give you a pin there. Yeah, so.
For $300,000 loan, they should give you something, huh?
Yeah.
I just refinanced last year. Is it worth to do it again?
Oftentimes it is, only because of how low rates have gotten. We've helped a lot of people, haven't we, Craig, that refinanced just a year ago, sometimes less, because the rates had gone down. People grabbed those rates, and guess what? Because of the COVID-19 pandemic and uncertainty in the stock market and the bond market, rates continue to drop. They are now at historic lows, and so even if you refinance just last year, it may be worth it to do it again.
I'm going to make this current, and we actually get asked this one a lot, and we just had an email from Mike Goldman on it. I want to turn this house into a rental at some point. I don't know exactly when, but is that okay if I do that and I refinance this?
Well, it is okay. When you refinance a home, even if you know your future plan is to turn that home into a rental, all you commit to is continuing to live in that home for 1 year. If you live in the home for 1 year as your primary residence, you've satisfied your legal obligation. You can convert it to a rental after that. And I'd go one step further. If you're thinking of converting home to a rental a year from now, I would say refinance right now, because the interest rates on investment properties are much higher. So take advantage of the low rate you can get right now, convert it later, and you'll have that positive cash flow on your rental property.
Yeah, so that's really what he's talking about. The lower rate is going to turn around and make your cash flow that much stronger.
Right.
You're going to put more money in your pocket. And as rates continue to go up, you're still going to be saving and making money.
Yeah, you're secured at that rate.
We plan on selling our home this year. Should we refinance?
You know what?
It's January of 2021. Should I refinance in 2021?
Here's one where the answer, you know what? We always want to do what's right for you. The answer on this one is no. We want to make sure that you recoup the costs involved of doing a refinance. We want you to be positive and have benefit financially. If you're planning to sell your home within a matter of months or a year or less, then probably doing a refinance is not in your best interest. You still call us, we'll run the numbers for you, but very
That's
often.
what I wanted you to say.
Yeah, very often it won't be.
Because there's some people that we're saving $500, $700 a month.
That's true.
And you want to run those numbers, because if you can turn around and you're not eating away at your equity on your house, it might be worth it if you're going to be repaid, and then it's just better for you.
That's
in a
right.
couple
Each
months.
situation's unique, but yeah.
We're happy to run numbers for you. This is a good one. I've paid on my loan for several years. Want to refinance, restart my term.
It will restart your term. Bear in mind, there are different terms that you can grab. You can do a 15-year term. You can do a 20-year term. The majority of folks we've helped have been doing 30-year terms. But I don't want you to forget, just because you refinance your loan and it reterms your payments, that doesn't mean you have to keep that loan for 30 years. Craig and I can show you how you can make that 30-year mortgage paid off in 15 years or less. We'll tell you what the payment would need to be for you to be paid earlier.
That's what I was waiting for you to say.
Yeah.
If you've paid on your home for 10 years and you don't want to really restart your term, we'll tell you at the new lower interest rate what you should continue to pay and be paid off sooner or later. I mean, we can do it however you want. So even though you paid on it for years, you're going to be dropping that interest, which will be dropping your payment. But if you're still paying a little bit more, you're going to be paid off faster.
That's right. Sometimes the power of a refinance is not in monthly savings; it's in savings of years over your term. We can help you either way.
Yep. I really, that one's a good one for me because I like that. I only bought my house recently. Do I have enough equity to refinance?
Well, we're fortunate up here in the Northwest. Our market is increasing value so quickly. It's very possible that you have equity in your home that you would be surprised to hear. If you want to establish new valuation, then you need to have been in your home for at least 6 months. Otherwise, we go off of the purchase price. Now, if your interest rate has dropped significantly, if your credit situation changed or something, and you want to refinance before you hit that 6-month mark, it doesn't mean you can't. It just means we won't be able to roll the closing costs into the loan for you. But it may still be worth a little bit of outlay at closing to secure the lower interest rate. So the answer is yes, you can refinance at any time, and we'll take a look at the value for you. And you might have more equity than you would imagine.
There's certain types of loans that's going to put time restraints on us.
Yeah.
FHA, GA. However, we did this last year. We took somebody who had purchased their first home, FHA, and actually this client had down payment assistance, but they watch the rates. I mean, they're super intelligent people, and what they did was they called us and said, no, we want to refinance conventional.
Yep.
And we're like, man, you've only owned the house for 10 months. They did a bunch of work to it. The home was a great purchase when they did it, and that might be something you want to look at too. Not only did they go from FHA to conventional, within a 10-month period, they were able to have enough equity in there. And he's a construction guy.
Right.
Beautiful home, had the value, and it saved them. Here's something here's a question. It's the last question we have. And I'm really glad that Rob put this on here because sometimes we feel like our own personal stuff is just not worth it. It's just a major headache. So we'll dig into this one. Isn't refinancing a big hassle, Rob?
It isn't a big hassle because you've got a team of people working here for you. Craig and I will be helping you. Janet, who's behind the camera, it will be processing your file. There'll be some items that we collect from you, but we will be taking care of everything for you. And Lana, we've got a whole team.
When they forget.
Well, I was thinking because Janet's in my range of vision. Yeah.
So I have a really good friend who hadn't refinanced for several years, and was 4%.
Yeah.
And rates are in the 2s for most people right now. And one day I walked up to him and said, "Hey, can you give me $300?" And what'd you say?
That person being me said, "No, I'm not giving you $300.
And what did I say?
That's how much extra I was paying every month because I had not taken care of my own refinance. Helping all these people and all the refinances we did in 2020, I didn't take care of mine because I felt I was too busy, right? So I finally did it, and I'm appreciating the savings now. And
it was easy.
It's easy. It's easy. You got a whole team here to help you. And I wanted to let folks know, again, we're taking an average loan amount of $300,000. Let's say we just lowered your interest rate just 1%. And for a lot of people, we've helped them a lot more than that. But let's say that savings in interest rate is 1%. Well, you're going to save $167 a month, every month. But the power of that is over term. 5 years from now, that refinance will have put $10,000 into your pocket, $10,031 to be exact. And if you stay in your house over the term, 30-year term, it's $60,000 in savings. Wow. You can't afford to pass up a return like that. So it's time to do it. And even if you think, I don't think I'll benefit enough, call us because maybe you will. Let us help you save some money.
I don't know what the average car payment is, but if it's $300 a month and we could basically put a car in your back pocket.
Yeah. That's what happened for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, college rates are going up way faster than they'll ever come down.
Yeah.
And when you start feeling it, and we're starting to see the pre-stages of what
They're
could
trickling up. Yeah.
Give us a call. Let us just run some numbers for you. It's free. We'd love to help you any way we can. What else?
Just like and share this video, please. And if you know somebody who should be refinancing, show them this video. Have them call us. We'd be glad to talk to them and help them out. It's, www.realtalkmortgage.com.
Nope, there's no .com. It's just www.realtalk.mortgage. It takes you straight to the Lee McGee YouTube channel. This will be posted on there as well as Facebook. We have these beautiful mics that Rob got for us. We're going to turn this into a full podcast and get some help from some of our sponsors like Destination Harley-Davidson.
Yeah.
Ed Wallace, thank you.
Yeah.
Tara, thank you. Everybody that we can get, we want to just continue to share good news and information and help the families around this area.
Right.
And
There's still time.
Save people as much money as possible.
Yeah.
I'm Craig Lee.
I'm Rob McGee.
And that's Real Talk with Rob and Craig.